Alright, we're back with the chests from April, 200 of them. For some reason, I got dropped to gold 5. Is that normal? I feel like I was like diamond 5, like gold 1 at the beginning of the last season. Am I crazy? Maybe not. Maybe getting from gold to diamond is just really easy. So like mentally, I forgot that I was even in gold last season. I'm gonna open my chests here. Click up here. Hoping for some max skin or something like that. Who knows? Might be nice. And you know what? We're gonna talk about our poker hands from last night. We had some, we had a kind of a terrible session. It's 10 cent, 20 cent blinds, so I'm not talking about like world beater level stakes here or anything. It's kind of pump change, but I'm still trying to be plus EV, you know? And, you know what the fuck this is? What is this? Hold on. What is this thing? Never even seen that before. Probably some Karnak garbage. And so, yeah, I ran Soul Card Dead. The first hour and a half, I saw flop like twice. It was like 9-7 suited and 9s. And the time I had 9s, I ran into kings. And I got it all in on the flop. Because, already like 10 in the pot on the flop, and the dude only had like $6 behind. So I just put the other $6 in there because the 9s was an overpair, and he called and we ran it twice and he had kings, and I just got I got deleted. I mean, bad all in, but like this guy was kind of just calling with anything. He didn't even 3-bet pre, he just called. Like I 3-bet and he called the 3-bet with kings. He didn't even 4-bet. It went like multi-way. It was so weird. I already have that. That's so funny. We pulled the legendary and I already had it. Alright, well, rip. And then, you know, I'm running card dead for like another hour or so. And then I finally have a hand where I'm on the big blind and I can get a nice squeeze in. There's maybe like $4 or $5 on the table. And I just jam for like, I don't remember, maybe like 12 or something like that. And I get called and I had ace queen off. And the other guy had ace jack off. And we run it once and there's a jack on the flop and that's all she wrote. Rest in peace to my first stack. So I bought back in, another 20 bucks. And I didn't play a hand again for like probably almost another hour, and I finally get like a playable. I have king jack of spades, and I opened. I think I was under the gun. I opened. It was 6 players at this point in time. There's a couple people left. I opened, and someone 3-bet, and then someone 4-bet to $5, and I had like 20 bucks in front of me. So I put in the $5 call, and then the guy who 3-bet put in a $5 call, and we went to flop. And so there's $15 in the middle. It's a jack-high flop with 2 clubs and 1 spade. So I have the backdoor flush draw with the spades, and I have top pair with a decent kicker, you know, king jack with a jack on the board. And so I jam. It's $15 and a $15 pot size bet. I think, you know, realistically, I'm getting it in good most of the time. And if he has ace jack, I might be a little bit cooked, but I have some outs, right? Dude, he tables jacks. He had pocket jacks, bro. It was the case jack on the flop. Nah. So disgusting. We ran it once. I lost the run out. My equity on that was insanely low. I needed runner to have a winning hand there. Then I bought back in again, and like less than 5 minutes later, I had ace club 10 diamond. All right, and I opened under the gun, and the big blind calls, and it's heads up to the flop. No, maybe the big blind 3-bet. This guy likes the 3-bet. I feel like there was like a decent amount of money in there, but I was probably down a little bit. Probably like 18 bucks, and there was probably like 8 in the pot, I think. And the flop came all clubs, and I had the ace of clubs and the 10 of diamonds, and so both my cards were overs as well as having the ace of clubs. And he bet like $6 into $8, and I looked down. I only had like whatever, maybe like 14 bucks, so I just jammed. And he called, and we ran it once, and no more clubs came, so I lost. Didn't really put him on a flush there, but 7-3 of clubs will get there, I guess. So I bought back in again, 4th buy-in, and I was sitting with my $20 for a couple of hands. Blinds passed me, a couple more hands passed me, and then I have king queen club, and the flop came with 2 clubs, and it was all low cards, so I had 2 overs and the front door flush draw, and some dude just jammed the flop. And I feel like if you're not willing to call that in that situation, you might be shit. And he had kings, and the club didn't get there. and I lost. And I did the math on all of those all-ins, on all 4 of those. Even if I knew their cards, the odds that I lost all 4 of those all-ins was like 9%. So that's pretty brutal because, I mean, if I had just won the very first one with ace-queen off into ace-jack off, I would have held like a healthy stack and I probably wouldn't have been forced all-in quite as many times. But I don't know. If I had won any of them, I wouldn't have been down $80. I would have been down like 40 maybe. So that was kind of a tough situation. Pretty bad session for me last night. Just kind of ran incredibly card dead, and then when I had some hands, I ran into like top of other people's ranges. Not much you can do there. So yeah, it was kind of sad. Kind of a bad couple last sessions, but we're getting better. You know, we're regressing to get over the hump. So we're playing a little higher variance right now, but we'll dial it back in at some point in time. Who knows? But yeah, that's my excitement. I feel like these chests are a little bit less exciting than they were before. Is there a way for me to see what's in them? I think you go to like this thing, or this thing. Info? No, I don't know. I feel like there used to be a way to see what was in the chests, but I feel like it was exciting for a couple seasons, and they haven't added too much stuff to the chests recently, and so there's really just not that much exciting anymore. A lot of duplicates, as you saw. I pulled a legendary. Kind of lucky, I guess, in 200 chests when you have a 1 in 400. Ooh, this is nice. That's kind of cool. I'll probably get that. The level 40 thing, I'm probably unlikely to get, because I just don't be grinding this game like that. Ooh, that's really cool. This has some, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Aesthetic type stuff going on. So, yeah, alright, well, kind of a ramble there at the end, but that was my excitement. You know, we'll probably hit Legend again, and then we'll probably not go much beyond that. So, alright, have a good one.